Good evening, everyone. How are we? Just as I come on, I get a ping on the phone. Let me just turn that on silent. Typical Lee sends me a voice message. Bless him. I'll speak to him later. Right. Hi, everyone. How are we? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Neil. You managed to get rid of... yeah, I'll talk about that later, Neil, but I'm not going to go into too much detail per se. So I'm going to make a statement and then what that'll be. But I will tell you all later. So please, guys, be careful with the comments like that. Appreciate that, but you know what I mean. Hi, Helen. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Gideon. Is it Gideon? Is that pronounced that way? David. Grandma. Roost. Sue. Hi, Sue. Angie texts you from England. Good. I'm in England too. That's where I live. Jason. Hi, Jody. Hi, Steve. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for coming, everyone. Woo, there's so many of you. It's Fast and Furious, like the movie. Right, but it's just coming up for 7:31 on a Thursday evening. Maria, hi, Maria. Can't hear. Oh, Maria's at a concert tonight. She's watching Betty Boo. Betty Boo is doing the do. Enough of that. No more singing. Hi, how are you? Respect for your channel. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that, mate. Phil from Cardiff. Good evening. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Alan. Hi, Mary. Hi, Colin. There's so many of you. There's too many. Look, I finally bought myself a little green screen to put behind so we can all be in a cemetery. Because we're weird, aren't we? Yeah, we're unusual. We're the unusual gang. So yeah, Maria's out doing a concert. Lee's out at a family event tonight, so we've got no Lee this evening. Helen, bless her, has given up a Friday night to help moderate. See Lindsay's in, so she can help moderate as well if she don't mind. And of course, just welcome to everyone and anyone who's a regular watcher, viewer on the channel. And of course, the most biggest of welcomes to all of our newcomers that have joined us recently and all the rest of it. It looks like Halloween, yeah. Can you all hear me okay? That's the most important thing. I haven't asked that yet. Can I have a couple of thumbs up as long as you can hear me okay? I'll take it you can all see me okay. Hi, Paul. I'm from the USA. Pedro. Hi, Pedro. Whereabouts in the USA, mate? Give us a little indication. Helen's put a graveyard. Sue's put a thumbs up. Hi, Deborah. Right. Okay. Now, guys, this will come up fast and crazy. Okay. So if I miss any of your questions at all or any sort of statements, don't think I'm being rude. There's a lot of you. There's 147 of you in here so far, which is great. It's amazing. I haven't done a live for a long time. And I'm very pleased and very grateful, as always, that so many of you have turned up. So thank you very much. Annie Mac, hi, Paul. Are you liking the ground? I'm very keen. Start that again. I'm keeping very well. The background's amazing. Love the show. Thank you. Is that Mr. Pacey? Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Colleen. Right. I think that's enough of the hellos. Okay. If I have missed you, I'm sorry, but hello to everyone that's joined us this evening. Right. I thought I would come on tonight from Nashville. I want to go to Nashville. I'd love to go to Nashville. How's your pet crow? I don't have a pet crow. I have a cockatiel. Rocky, he's downstairs. Look at my hair. It's a bit all really flimsy, isn't it? Yeah, Rocky's downstairs. I'd love to have a pet crow. I wish I could. Where am I going next? I never give away those secrets. I don't know, to be honest with you. I literally go from one hand to one. But Emma, hi, Paul, it's my husband's 47th birthday. Oh, hi, Emma's husband. Happy birthday. All the best. Have a great one. I was 47 once. Once, a long time ago, 6 years ago. Yeah, so where was I? Right, yeah, so haven't done a live for a long time, so I thought I'd come on. Say massive thank you as always for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. And I haven't done anything on the other channel for a little while. I've just been so busy with life stuff. With this channel, this is always my baby and it always will be. So this is always my first and foremost in my mind. As much as I love Airbnb and Paul's Adventures, I've got some plans for that soon, but I'm just having to take a little back seat because I was burning myself out. I was traveling all around the country doing this, staying at different places, editing, filming, going to work, trying to meet family, friends, blah, blah, blah. And I was done. I literally, the last few weeks, I was so wiped out. So I've taken a bit of a backward step. So what I've done is just reduce my commitments to the other channel for the time being. Hi, Nancy. Hi, anyone else that's just come into the room. Yeah, so, but I am sort of back with it now and back into mode. So I'm just going to plan a few Airbnb ones real soon. I haven't got anything in the pipeline yet, but I will do. If you are an Airbnb host or you know any at all, and they've got a bit of a strange Airbnb and they want me to come out and see it, then give us a shout, of course, and then I will do. On to unusual things. What have I done recently? Okay, whilst I've been out filming recently, I've added a couple of walk arounds to the cemetery, so I can try and bring out a midweek one as well for you guys. I used to always put out 2 videos a week when I first started, but then I had a bit more time, a bit more energy after 3 years driving and getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning and getting older. Yeah, it takes its toll. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try and make sure that I try and get 2 out when I can a week. So A, to keep the continuity of the channel going, B, to keep you guys interested, and C, just for my own enjoyment, because I still love doing this sort of work. Good evening, Paul Nigel in Cheltenham. Hi, Nigel. I like to when you went to George Michael Place. Thank you, Jodie. Yeah, I love being there. I'm a massive George Michael fan, for those of you who don't know. Most of you do know. But yeah, it was a great place, great stay, and it was a real honour for me. Yes, so that's where we are at the moment with things. Okay, I am going to give you a very, very one and one only. So please don't ask any questions about this anymore. And I'm going to be careful how I word this, guys. With the issues I was having, which I know a lot of you know about. Again, I'm not here to call names or anything like that. Anyway, the incident has been dealt with by a certain police force, and someone's had a speaking to and promised never to do it again. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm just not going to put out. I've taken down all videos, all reference, all the rest of it. So I'd appreciate it, guys. I've been left alone now for 8 weeks, which has been amazing. I've had peace and quiet, which has been another part of why I took a bit of a backward step. I needed to sort life out and myself. So yeah, I appreciate no more questions on it. That's where it is. Peace and quiet. For those of you that know, you know, but I'm just not going to go into it anymore because I don't want to rock any apple carts. I don't want nothing else like that. Thank you, Christopher. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate that donation. It's very kind of you. So yeah, that's where we are with that, and we'll leave that there because I don't need any boats rocking on that front. Okay, right. So hi Haley, hi Sally, hi Nikki. What else have we got going on? I don't know. There's so much, but there's so little as well. Okay. Lots of people keep asking me about the GoFundMe page. That has been really stagnant. And the reason is I have not pushed it. I have not pushed it because everyone is struggling at the moment. And I don't want to ask for donations for me to go to America to film. So thank you, Sarah. That's so very kind of you. Bless you. I really appreciate that. So very, very kind of you. Can I put these on the screen when people do that? I think I can, can't I? No, yes, I can. Oh, boom. Yes, so that's where we are with the GoFundMe at the moment. Right, there we go, Sarah. And Chris, I'll try and find yours as well. Right, so I'll just leave Sarah's on there for a little while and then I'll put Chris's on. Okay, just so thank you guys. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you indeed. Yes, so problem with ADHD is I go off on 3 conversations at once. Okay, so bear with me. Yeah, so that's where we are with things at the moment. Unusual Things is I'm gonna continue with, work hard. Airbnb will be up and running again soon. Where was I? I've completely lost my train of thought. Have you visited any graves in Wales? Yes, I have, Kaz. I've done Steve Strange. Oh, that's a point. Let me tell you this little story, guys. Steve Strange, when I went to his grave in Porthcawl, I think I've pronounced that correctly, his sister sent me a lovely message afterwards, which was great. And recently a friend of the family, she's going to kill me, I've forgotten her name. Another part of ADHD, you forget names terribly. Anyway, so yeah. I've got a name. I feel really bad. But I've written a part. She's writing a book, and she wanted me to put in there about my experience of visiting Steve's grave and send a couple of photos and stuff. So I've done that. So I've sent that off now. Yeah. So that's happening behind the scenes. No big Netflix deal yet, or Sky TV, or Channel 5, or anyone coming in to want to make a or Amazon or Netflix about Unusual Things. But we live in hope, don't we? It would be nice to have some big production company coming behind. Help me out a little bit. Just take a little bit of the pressure off. Yes, thank you, Alexa. Oh, wow. Thank you, Stella. That's so very kind of you. Now I've figured out how to do this. I can put your name up if that happens. Thank you so much, Stella. That's very, very kind. I really appreciate it, guys. Lots of you. You donate, you watch the videos, you put thumbs up, you like it. That's all that matters to me, is watching the videos. All these bonuses here really do help me out, because it's not the cheapest of channels to run, as you can imagine. And I never ask anyone for anything, so don't ever think I do. But I've got the PayPal link on the bottom there. That's if someone wants to support, and that's their choice. Anyway, I digress. I know where I was. I was talking about the GoFundMe page for America, wasn't I? Yes, right. Yeah, the reason why I haven't pushed that again, guys, is the same reason. Times are hard for people. I completely get it. And I'm very open and honest. The money is sat in the account. It's still there. So what I might do at some point is stop talking with my hands. What I might do at some point is look at other options of going to different places and using that money, because the what I wanted to do West Coast America, that wouldn't cover it. So, or we can just persevere, and if it takes another year or two, it'll take that time, and then we can look at it then. Oh, wow. Thank you, Andy. That's so very kind of you. You're unwell. Oh, mate, I hope you get well soon. Sending all our best to you, Andy. Look after yourself, mate. Get well soon. It's really important. Everyone's got to look after themselves. I've been guilty of that the last few weeks, rushing around like a nut job, not giving myself a break, and it hit me 2 weeks ago. Burnout. Bang. So, yeah. So always look after yourselves, guys. If there's any birthdays today and you want me to wish you a happy birthday, throw it up in the comments. And of course, we will say that. Or likewise, if you've got any questions, start your message with QQQ, and I will read it and then answer the questions. Paul, when you're doing Sir Bobby Charlton's grave, I don't know where he's buried, actually. I haven't seen, I'm assuming Manchester somewhere, but I haven't seen any indications of that he was 100% buried, or whether he was cremated or not. So I'm still sort of looking into that. Do you know where Tom Parker's? But Tom Parker was cremated, and his wife's got the ashes. So there's no no plaque or anything like that for Tom, because I would have liked to have gone and done that. Same with Liam Payne as well. I don't know what's happened to Liam. I get asked for Liam Payne all the time. And again, wow, thank you, Nancy. That's so very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I get asked for Liam Payne a lot. So again, someone did contact me the other day, and they're like, I think it's where Ruth Ellis is. I know it's where the same church was where Ruth Ellis had her service, her burial. It was that's the service was there, but they took the car off at the end, and I'm not sure whether they came back or not. So that one I'm still sort of looking at. Gail the Fraggle, how long since your ADHD diagnosis? I'm 53 now. Mine was last year. 52, I had mine. Yeah, it takes a long time. I won't go off on a tangent like I usually do, but I use, if you're in England, you can use something called Right to Choose, and you just go to your GP, and I use the company called ADHD 360. Basically, the NHS pay for your assessment. So yeah, it took about 6 months all in all to get assessed. That's an assessment in itself, I'll tell you. What else we got? Your channel's amazing. Thank you, Sophie. Appreciate that. Tally, I was asking for him. Oh, Tally. I thought you said Tally. Lee's not tall. I'm only 5'10". Lee's like midget size, bless him. We all love Lee, but he's a small guy. I will tell him you've asked after him, Sarah. But he's out with his family tonight in, I think they're going to Belfast tonight. Somewhere. Are you going to do John Fordham grave killed by Kenneth Noy? I'm unaware of the John. Was John the one that was killed a long time ago? I'll have to look into that because I'm not sure. I'll ask my friend Dee Dee about that. She might know about that. Paul, do you have an email address I can contact you on? There's something I read about that I thought you might. Yes, Kate. It's which one should I give out? Right, it's fridaynightghoststories@gmail.com. If you go onto my YouTube homepage, if you read the profile, go down, my contact information's there. Hi, Paul, I'm watching from Cornwall. Hi, love Cornwall, brilliant place, love it. Paul, you visited James Honeymoon Scott's grave. James Honeymoon Scott escaped me. I don't know who it is. Sorry, you have to elaborate a little bit. I was 13 and diagnosed with autism. Oh, okay. Yeah, they never picked it up in school with me when this is get teacher throwing a rubber at your head in school. Why aren't you paying attention? Grumpy Sapper's in the house. Good evening, Grumpy Sapper. Don't stand to attention, guys. You boost his ego. Gail, hi, Gail. Thank you so much. Super sticker. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you, Gail. Hi, Paul. Absolutely love all your videos. You do an amazing, fantastic job. Hope you carry on for years. You know where Karen Carpenter's buried. That's from Melanie. I'm assuming somewhere in America. I don't know. I love the Carpenters. Karen Carpenter has got the most voice. Honestly, when I was a kid, I used to think, rubbish, soppy songs. But oh my God, as an adult, you listen to Karen Carpenter sing. Wow. She's up there. She's really up there. Brinks Matt back in the 80s. Is that a group, Brinks Matt? I'm still out there, Lawrence. Have you been to the grave of Mike, who committed suicide from Love Island, UK Strains? No, he's in North London somewhere. I know the cemetery, but I do try and get an idea as to whether or not there's a headstone and a picture of it, because these cemeteries are huge, guys. And a lot of people say to me, oh, you always know where it is beforehand. Yeah, I always know that the graves in the cemetery. I don't always know the exact spot. A lot of the time I am going of references from pictures, from newspaper cuttings, from things that I find on Find a Grave. I'm always having to look for references and things like that. So if I find it, I would like to cover his because of the sad story behind it as well. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Susan. Pretender's original guitar player. Thank you, Christopher. I did know that, but I didn't know that. I forget some of the people's names. Paul, where's Hattie Jakes buried? Hattie Jakes is cremated at Putney Vale. I think I've covered it on one of my videos before. Paul, did you find out where June Brown is? No, I've not heard anything about June Brown. Of course, she played Dot Cotton in EastEnders. Hi, Paul. Keep doing what you're doing. I love to know where all the stars and the stories are. Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate that. Whoa, Mike. This is Alvis, everyone. Alvis, who Mike Nova does Nova Fest. Him and I have become good friends. We've become drinking buddies, to be honest with you, because Mike doesn't live too far from me. And if you ever get the chance to go to Nova Fest or watch my video from last year, especially if you love Alvis, and Mike is just brilliant. Thank you, Mike. Always appreciate it, buddy. Meet up soon. You're a star. Appreciate that. And have a good one. Have a good Alvis night. But you're not allowed to go up to him and go, he doesn't like the okay. So I don't do that when I'm drunk, but I do break into bright lights. It is gonna set my soul. Did you think the police will find Madeleine McCann? Scott, if I'm honest, no, I don't think they will. I don't know what's happened to her. It's one of them, isn't it? You don't want to comment on really because it's too many. But I don't think they will. No. I hope they do, for the family's sake, for the closure, and for Madeleine's sake, of course. And I didn't think they'd have much luck out there, but I keep hearing a little beeping come from my computer, and I don't know what it is. My step granddad invented the lava lamp. He's in Ringwood, Hants. Yes, you did, Grumpy Sapper. I've got a lava lamp somewhere in my house, a green one. I love it. I think lava lamps are amazing. I finally went to get, but yeah. Remind me, Sapper. I finally went to Gary Holton's grave last October. Gary Holton, yeah, what a guy from of Reader's Own Pet. Most of the Carry On stars are cremated. That's correct, Helen. Yes. Hi, Paul. My Chrissy words. Can you find rest place? Jim Bowie. Do you mean Jim Bowen from Bullseye? Stand up to the hockey and listen to Tony. Do you mean him? I love Jim Bowen. He's brilliant, but I think he was cremated because he was one of the first ones that I looked into because he just made me laugh. How about Brian Conley of the Suite? I've done Brian Conley's. Derek, it's on the channel. He was cremated. Can't remember where, but it's on the channel somewhere. Wow, Nick, thank you so much. Hi, Paul. If you ever are stuck in North Herefordshire, get in touch. Nick, I'm planning to come to Hereford at some point because I want to cover some of the. Hang on, guys. I've got a coffee down here. Here's one I made earlier. If you're wondering who's on the mug, it's Dean Winchester from Supernatural, my favourite show. Yeah, I do want to come to Herefordshire because I want to cover a couple of the SAS guys that are buried out there. Do you ever get a camera person for the videos? No, Neil, I do them all myself unless unless my mate Lee's over, bless him, or if I'm over his, then he likes to film. But I've got so used to doing it by myself now that even when my mate, Lee was filming me, I found it weird. I just like to have that, not control, but I like to know my distance from the camera. And when someone else is holding it and you think that they're there or there, the perception, why, because you're trying to obviously talk about what you're talking about, it throws my brain out. Hi, Paul. Good evening. Where's your next place to film Unusual Things? Andrew, I went out filming yesterday, actually. I was in London yesterday. Was it Thursday yesterday? Yeah, I left my house at 5:15 in the morning and got home in the afternoon. So I've got a couple lined up soon. Other than that, can't think of anywhere off the top of my head. I have a list. I'm quite a random person. I have a list and I'll look through it and I go, I want to go there today. I've been to that part of the country a lot recently. I fancy driving here. So it's all on my mood. I'm that sort of impulsive and that sort of, again, probably part of the ADHD. I know it may look like I'm very organized. I'm probably one of the most disorganized people you ever meet, but I do get hyper focused. I do, like with this, my channels, I hyper focus when it comes to editing or this or that or whatever. I zoom in and I can spend hours doing it. I don't enjoy editing. I hate it, but there you go. Tom Baker is still alive. Yes, he is. Would you find it? I would love to. Tom Baker is a legend. Would you like a jelly baby? Doctor Who, wasn't he? And some other things. Can't remember now. Paul, is there anyone especially that you would love to visit? Yes, Paul. I've always said this. Brandon Lee from The Crow, of course, Bruce Lee's son, has been my number one to go to out of this country. Massive fan of his. I also liked his dad, but I like his philosophy on life, and I like the movie, and I'm obsessed with the film The Crow. I used to feed crows when I was a kid in the cemetery, and I just have this real weird connection. They're like my spirit. I'm a hippie, really. They're like my spiritual animal. What else we got? Evelyn, hi Evelyn. Have you ever been to Lieutenant John Chard from Rorke's Drift, Royal Engineers? He's in Somerset. I haven't, Sapper. I'd like to. Very interesting story. And of course, a lot of people of a certain generation, shall I say, will know who he is. So yeah, I will do one day. Brian Conley was at Golders Green, Paul. Was he, Kelly? I thought he was somewhere else. Brian Conley from The Sweet? No, I don't think he was at Golders Green. I'm sure he was at somewhere else. I'm a bit behind the questions, guys, because there's so many of you. Oh, wow. Thank you. Evelyn. Is it Evelyn or Evelyn? Evelyn. I don't know. Yeah. We'll go with Evelyn. That's nice. And if it's Evelyn, I'm sorry. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Have you been to Keith Harris yet? No, I haven't. I haven't been up to Blackpool area for a long time, actually. I've been to the Northeast a couple of times recently, but I haven't been to the Northwest. I don't know if you are into historical grave, but in Stirlingshire, there is the grave of Rob Roy McGregor. Yeah, you'd definitely be an interesting one. I'd have to look a little bit on my history because, I'd have to do a little bit of studying for that one. But yeah, again, such a prominent figure of history, so it'd be a good one. Hi Paul, David from Scotland. Love what you do, and myself and my wife love cemeteries and especially history of people gone before us. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you very much, David, and thank you for joining us, and you and your wife, of course. Jodie, you booked that skydive yet with Lee? Stop remembering things like that. Don't remember things like that. No. I'm hoping he's coming over this year, but he's just been to America, obviously, so he's been away from his wife and kids for a while, so I'm going to drag him over to Portsmouth and we will go and do that skydive. I want to do it. I've always wanted to do one, but I'm ex-Royal Air Force. I don't jump out of planes. We leave that to people like Lee who's in the Royal Marines. Let them jump out of planes. Yeah. Hi Paul, how are you today? I'm very well, thank you, Anthony. Aaron, nice. Nancy, okay, you're talking to someone else. Sorry. Paul, is there anyone who yourself would love to visit? Yeah, I think I've just answered that. What cemetery would you love to go to that you haven't? Helen, probably one of the ones in America, sort of like Forest Lawn or Hollywood Hills, some of that. One of them, of course, Brandon Lee's one in Seattle, Northwest. Yeah, it is. Love your work. It's so relaxing. Thank you, David. I wish it was relaxing doing it. Lindsay, that's a very good question, Jodie. I've forgotten about skydive. Shush, Lindsay, don't join in. Please, told. Joshua, will you be doing any more two partners? What does that mean? Something here I don't know about. 2 partners. Ever thought about doing famous graves in other countries? Yes, Roy. I have done from the start, and Lee a couple of years ago did. He sort of stitched me up because I was a little bit against it, but he set up a GoFundMe to try and get to the States, which I do want to do. But I mentioned it earlier. It's just one of those ones where I'm always hesitant. I don't like asking people for donations and things like that. So it's there at the moment, and it's just a case of deciding, but not the full amount needed. But there's a partial amount there. You know, there's some money there, and I've been very transparent. It's still sat in the account. Happy to show anyone anytime. Doesn't bother me. But it's a case of what and when to do with it. It's whether or not I push it or not. Where were we? Where's Freddie Mercury at, Paul? Sarah, Freddie Mercury is cremated, and I think his good lady at the time, I know he's gay, but his good lady friend, his lifelong friend, can't remember her name now. I believe she's got his ashes. But there is a plaque to him in, can't remember, but I've been to the cemetery before, and a good friend of mine who's a funeral director, I'm hoping when I get back in contact with him, is going to be able, going to get in contact for me to hopefully film the plaque. But people get stealing it when it was out in public, so they had to have one and put it away, which is a shame. But I understand, you know, big figure in life, massive influence, and such a big influential person in the music industry. Any closer to finding Barry Chuckles' grave? No, because every time I get to you, it comes to me. So I haven't done it. No, I haven't done it yet. I haven't pushed it yet. I haven't looked into it. Sorry, I'm full of crap jokes. Have you done any of the darts players? Eric Bristow, Rocky Wilson? I haven't. Eric Bristow was cremated, I think, at Golders Green, if memory serves me well. Evelyn. Okay, so I got that wrong. Evelyn. It's Evelyn. Right. Cheers. Thank you. Here's one you're not visited. David Bellamy. Is he really buried up there? I like David Bellamy. For those of you who don't know who Bellamy was, he was brilliant. He was just, as a kid, he was just a man with a wild, bushy beard that knew a lot about animals. But as you get older and you understand what he is, I don't know what that. It's like there's going to be a power car something in a minute. Everything's going. Yes, but David Bellamy, I'd love to. What did I think of the remake of The Crow? Do you know what? Who asked me that? Sorry, I did see it. Andy. Yeah. I wasn't going to watch it, but I watched it 2 weeks ago. Yeah. If it was a film on its own with a different approach, it would have been quite good. But to call it The Crow for me was, and I couldn't, you know, in a film you have to build with a character. I could not build to the girlfriend. I just could not relate with her at all. I just found her, not as an actress, as a person, but the character was just. What about Les McEwen, buried in North London? Yes, Mary, I've been to that cemetery before, and I can't find any headstone or anything. I did look for Les. I couldn't find anything for him, but he was one that I wanted to cover. Hi, Paul. I follow a couple called Grim Life Collective. Yeah, I watch Grim Life. They came to the UK. They've done lots of UK. Yes, Sharon, they did. And they went to exactly the same spot that I did first. But what I did in my video, and this is no disrespect to Grim Life, because they're very good and I love what they do. They said, we'll tell you where it is. In my video, because I'd spoken to a lot of the locals didn't want people to know where it was. So what I did was, if you watch my video, I put my hand down exactly the same place where they do, and I say it's around here somewhere. So what I was doing there is just keeping the locals on my side a bit and trying not to upset them. But Grim Life, and fair play to them, they said we're just going to tell you, and that's cool. That's you know, it's personal choice. I didn't want to, after speaking to the locals and building that sort of rapport with them. And yeah, but Grim Life, very good. I love watching what they do. They're creative. Michael's a great storyteller. And lots of success to them because they're very good at what they do. Can you visit the Poltergeist house in Enfield? I've already done that, Shane. I actually went and did a session at Bill's grave to try and make contact with him. Freaky Halloween one, that was 2 years ago. It's really good. Really good. Yeah, my own work is really good. But it had a lot of views on it and people did like it. Do you think you'll be doing any more two-parters? Right, not two partners. Those days are long gone. Two-parters for Unusual Things and One Pure Airbnb. Yeah, of course. If there's a potential of doing a crossover again, like I did up at Whitby, then yeah, I'd love to do that because it's great and it encourages, because I have more viewers and more subscribers here, and it encourages more people to go across to the other channel. Hi, Jason. Good evening. Where are we? Rob, Paul, any news on doing a meet and greet? I haven't got any news. I know I'm terrible, guys. I'm terrible at this. I haven't got any news on it yet. The biggest thing with me is logistics. The problem is because of people's circumstances. If I say I'm going here, there's going to be a lot of other people that can't make it there for whatever reason. So I'm going to end up peeing a lot of people off. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do it when my mate Lee comes over, because he's a great YouTuber. He's got a good channel as well. We work together really well. So what I'm trying to do is when he comes over is to try and arrange maybe like 3 or 4 points around the country and just do it like over 3 or 4 days, go north, south, east, west, and obviously in the middle somewhere, just so that we cover a little bit of geographical, I don't know, maybe meet in a pub or a bar or wherever. For me, it's one of those things. It's a bit weird. It's a bit, I'm a very down-to-earth, grounded person, and I find it weird that people want to meet me. But I understand it because I watch YouTubers, and there's ones that I like that I would like to meet. So I completely understand it, and I always try to do it without sounding arrogant or big-headed or anything like that. But I'm trying to just get my head logistically. I would like to do something this summer. That I definitely would like to do, but yeah, I will get my head around it, and yeah, I'll just see when Lee's coming over, and if we can do it together as a joint thing, it'd be cool. If not, I'll come around on my own, and we'll get it sorted. But I promise I will get something sorted soon. Hopefully, like I say, latest September. I'll aim for. Have you ever had any paranormal experience? Yes, Kaz. I used to investigate paranormal for years, over 20 years. I used to have a paranormal radio show back in 2008, I think 8 and 9. David Wells, formerly of Most Haunted, he used to come on and he used to read the stars. He used to do like Aquarius, January, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, great guy. Hi, Paul. For many years, I've walked the World War I battlefields a lot and have a lot of pictures. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's really cool. I'll tell you what, because you can feel in those sort of places, you can feel the energy. I can anyway. I just film it from the ground. It's like, and it's very humbling in those sort of places. Ex-RAF are the best. Yes, thank you, Leslie. France has some beautiful cemeteries. Yes, it does. It has some amazing places. Hi, Paul. No worries. Yeah, it's cool, Aaron. How about John Thor? I think he was cremated as well, Kelly. I looked into his because I used to love the Sweeney when I was a kid. Great program. So yeah, I think he was cremated, but again, I can't find any reference to him. Hi, Paul. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Hi, Ricky. Hi, everyone. Hi, Geraldine. Why am I saying hi, everyone, again? I'm just reading it out. Sorry, guys. I'm not being rich. If coffee goes cold and you got one, put it in the microwave for a minute. I would love you to join. I'd love to come on one. John Pertwee, who did Words with Gummidge and Doctor Who. John Pertwee, he's cremated at Putney Vale as well. I think I covered him on when I went to Putney, but there's no marker or no plaque for him, sadly. What about Les McHugh in London? Just done that one, Mary. Oh, sorry, am I repeating myself here? Good night, Nancy. Are you off? Thank you for coming. Old man's beard must go. You're referring to me, Cheryl? Nothing wrong with my beard. I spent many hours with Barry Chuckle, such a lovely gentleman. Leslie, do you know where he's buried then? If you do, please get in contact with me and I will go and pay my respects. Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers are brilliant. I know people take the mickey out of their sort of comedy, but they're kids comedians. However, there's a lot of tongue in cheek towards adult within them. If you listen to some of their stuff, but yeah, they're very clever. Eric Bristow was buried on the April 18th, 2018. Crematorium, Stego-Trent. Are you sure? I think he was cremated. I'm sure he was. I'm sure I've looked into Eric Bristow before, but I will double check again. Hi Paul, when will you be doing a B&B video? It's just a case of when I get round to it. To be honest with you, Kay, I said earlier on I've taken a bit of a back step for a little while. I was doing too much, and I was just not going in the right direction in terms of myself, looking after myself. So I've just taken a few weeks back from it. You know, I've carried on with this, but I will be back to it. I love that channel and it's great fun and I love doing it. So yeah, I will be back to it soon. Paul, would you consider going to Terry Nutkin's grave? Yes, I would. He used to have the seal, didn't he? But I don't know where Terry's buried. If you know, please give me a shout. If any of you know where anyone who's famous is buried and I haven't covered them, please let me know. Please send me a message. Scott on tape is great too. Yeah, Scott's brilliant. Scott is him and I haven't spoken to him for a while, but we used to speak quite a bit, especially when I started. I used to bug his brains to get some information from him. Yeah, great guy. I like Scott. I know you've done Bernie Nolan. How about Sister Linda? Yeah, of course. Is she buried in the same place up in sort of Lancashire area, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. Gail Packer donated £5. Oh, thank you, Gail. Appreciate that. That's very much. We're playing Liechtenstein at the moment, so can't watch. So hi all, goodbye. No, good luck, Jules. I hope you win. Who's playing Liechtenstein? I know Liechtenstein, but who's playing them? Is it like Spurs or something? I do keep an eye on Portsmouth. I'm joking. Would you do the grave of Douglas Bader? Yeah, of course I would, ex-RAF man. I don't know where he's buried, though, to be honest with you. I've not looked into him. I'm a big fan of YouTube. You are great. Thank you very much, Darwin. Really appreciate it. That's very kind. I'm doing some songwriting and some music videos. Maybe we can do some stuff. P. Sapper, do you play an instrument by any chance? Let me know. Hi, Paul. I'll be donating again when you're on the next trip away. Thank you, Ricky. I really appreciate it. So very kind of you. Would you go back to Paul's grave with flowers? Paul O'Grady, I wouldn't go back there just to give flowers because I did wait until he's got his headstone, and I'm waiting. I can't remember, but a friend of mine who's a gravedigger, he got in contact with me really, and he's in that area quite a lot. But when the headstone appears, I will go back, and then obviously I will give flowers then. Yeah, of course I will. Would you ever go to the grave of Oliver Reed in Cork? 100%. Love Oliver Reed, great actor. Ranjit Singh, hi bro. Hi Ranjit, how you doing? I used to love David Wells. David Wells is an amazing guy. I was in his house in Southsea once, and I did an interview for the radio show before he came on. Really great guy, down to earth, amazing person. Wow, thank you, Helen. Appreciate that so much, and for all your hard work as a moderator, of course. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Please wish me a happy birthday for yesterday, Paul. Deborah, happy birthday for yesterday. So I hope you've had a great day. It's Friday today, so kick back, bottle of wine or whatever you do to wet your whistle. What else we got here? Would you consider doing Brian Hubbard from the Flying Pickets? La 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 la. Yeah, if I knew where he was, yes, but I haven't. I remember when he passed away, but I can't remember what the outcome was. I didn't find it, I don't think, for some reason. Paul, you should do a live at Normandy. Wow, yeah, imagine that. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be something different. I don't know if I'll get a signal. I'll have to, I'll have to see about that. Might be an idea. Leave it with me. It was on an advert he did in New Zealand. What was? Someone's old man beard that you was on about earlier on. Who's on about my old man beard? I'm an old man and I've got a beard. Hi, Paul. Where can I get the shirts you're wearing? David, if you go onto my YouTube channel, I'm glad someone's asked about my merch. I don't make next to nothing out of it, though, because as usual, YouTube take their percentage and the company take their percentage, and the person whose logo it is, standard money-making machines around the world. But I don't care. I just want people to promote the YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube homepage, and along where it says like home, live, videos, there's one that says shop, and on there there's t-shirts, hoodies. Lots of viewers have bought different bought different items before and sent me pictures. So I'll always put it up if you do that. So yeah, do that. I'll put it in the group or something. Where in the world? What's this? Where in the world would you truly love to visit? As a general question, Canada. I've always wanted to go to Canada. And if I was in Canada, the grave that I would go and see would be George A. Romero, because he's directed my favourite joint horror film, John Carpenter's Halloween and George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. For me, I just cannot separate those horror movies. Watched them both as a kid and just fell in love with both of them. And I've never been able to choose one or the other. But I'm such a big fan of George A. Romero's work and John Carpenter's, of course. So yeah, Canada. I've always wanted to go to Canada. Don't know why. When I was a kid, there was two places I always wanted to go to. We do it that way. There was New York at Christmas, and I've done that twice as an adult. And there was Canada. I just wanted to do a road trip across it. So there we go. Wendy, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Wendy. Sarah, love George Michaels. Thanks, Sarah. Fun fact, Percy Dunn. What's that mean? Would you go to Buster Merrifield? Already done it, Colleen. It's on my channel. I did it in the first 6 months, I think, of starting. So it's about 3 years ago. It's quite near the start. If you go back, you'll find it there. I remember Paul from radio. Oh my God, one of my listeners. Thank you, Cockney Brian. Are you local? Are you Hampshire way or did you listen to my paranormal show, which just went out all across the world everywhere? Mark Boland, Golders Green. I've done that. It's on the channel. Guys, honestly, I know it's very difficult to go back through them all, and I wouldn't ever expect you to do that, but there's over 350 grave visits on my channel. If you're ever bored one day, just go back to the start and have a flick through. And I'm sure you'll find one there and you'll go, oh my God, I didn't know that they were there, or this was that, or, you know, because I've covered lots of other things as well. The one thing I am disappointed about sometimes is when I do my true crime ones, because I look on YouTube and I see like crime ones get really big viewings. And I did one like the real Friday the 13th story, and it had about 13 or 14,000 views. And I thought, wow, that should have done so much better, because it's a sad but interesting story. So yeah, if you get a chance, guys, go and have a look through the crime. If that's your thing, if you're into crime documentaries and stuff, go and have a look through. They're all in playlists, so it's pretty easy to work them out. Well, I think David Bellamy's in Hamsterley Forest. Okay. Is that his beard? Is that the forest? Sorry, rubbish joke. Hamsterley Cemetery, someone's just written there. Being the anniversary of D-Day, have you ever thought of going to Normandy? Did someone just ask me that? Or was that you? I haven't, no, but I'd like to. John Ford was cremated. Yeah, I thought he was. I'll message you, Paul. I found where he's buried. Cool. Yes, please. Have you ever thought of doing merch? Neil, put your glasses on, mate. Put your glasses on, mate. Have a little look. Little t-shirt there, Neil. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. Go into the store part on the front. I need to do more lives, don't I? If you go into the like where it says home, videos, shop. Look under the shop, you'll find it all. There's cups, mugs, everything. I've got a brilliant yellow mug somewhere. Excuse me, my coffee's coming back at me. I didn't know that, Rob. Fun fact: Bill Waddington, Corrie's Percy Sugden, was the Chuckle Brothers' brother-in-law. Wow. Wales are playing them. Oh, international, Andy. With you. Big shout from Ireland. Thank you very much, Martin. Can you please wish my grandson good luck? Good luck. I don't know what in, because you haven't said, Anita, but good luck in whatever you're doing. Exams, maybe? I don't know. That suggests he's a little bit older, so I don't know. I hope I haven't offended you now, Anita, but fantastic, Paul. I can't travel and I loved it. Oh, okay, Sarah. Yeah, definitely. I will do it when I get there. It's my birthday today. We've done that one, haven't we? These keep coming back on themselves. Louise, hi, Paul. How are you? I'm very well. Thank you, Louise. I have a red t-shirt of yours. Thank you, Sarah. It's always good. I love seeing people when they say, I'm sure there's going to be a power cut in a minute. These lights just keep flashing like, bzz. Is anyone else getting that? Or is it just me? It's my house is haunted. Maybe it's the cemetery behind me. Brilliant. Thank you, Grumpy Sapper. That'd be cool if you can, man. Canada, you could stay with Scott. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, Sue. I just bung into his house. He's never there. He's always in bloody Vegas or somewhere. Have you ever thought about doing Salem's Lot? Yes, would love to go to Salem's Lot all day long. That's another part of the world I want to go to, like Boston, Salem as well. I always had a little thing that I wanted to go there. I'd take a trip across the Canadian Rockies if I went. Yeah, Sue, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? How about Ireland? Yeah, Ireland. I've done obviously Northern Ireland, but Ireland is on my to-do list definitely. There's so many graves around there and cemeteries and great places, and it's so historic and such a beautiful country as well. I definitely want to go. Have you ever been to any Titanic graves? Yeah, Paul. Loads. I've been to Northern Ireland. I've covered loads out there. I've done loads in this country as well. I've even covered like the captain of the Carpathian that came in and rescued the Titanic. There is so many. In Northern Ireland, I did the first victim, who was a young, was he 14, 15-year-old boy, Sam someone, found to his death working on the Titanic. Yeah, I've done loads of Titanic. I've done the last, what was she? Was she the last remaining survivor? No, she was the youngest. I can't remember her name now. She died a very, very old lady, but she was a baby. Someone I know. I have so many names floating through my head. It's very difficult for me to remember. Love walking around. Love your channel. Thank you. Is that Deplep? Deplep, yeah, sorry. That would be good. Selim's like, yeah, it'd be cool. I have family in Canada and have visited George A. Romero's grave. Stop it, Andy. Stop rubbing my nose in it. Amazing. Honestly, it looks so good. You know what I mean? It just looks a lovely place. And to see George A. Romero's, who was the king of zombies, I just wouldn't be surprised if it happened, you know, like my tattoo there with a wrist coming out. Grave unknown for Terry Nutkins. Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened when I looked into it before. Okay, so happy birthday to my sister. It's Monday. Yes, Helen. Happy birthday, Helen's sister. I'm assuming Monday's not her name, but it's Monday. Paul, would you do Peter Taylor, as I love the Brian Clough one you did? Yeah, Debbie, if I'm up in that region again, of course. Peter Taylor was such a big part of the Brian Clough story, how they worked together. So, yes. Have you done Cromwell Murders, Gloucester? I haven't done the Cromwell Murders, no. I just trying to work out what that last word is. Sorry, Gloucester. Alex Higgins, thank you very much. Yeah, done that. It's good. Piddling down with rain that day. Paul, have you ever been to Ipswich, Suffolk? Sorry. Yes, I have. Who did I do in Ipswich? Roy Hudd? Was he in Ipswich? I think he was that way. Yeah, I did Roy Hudd. I did a couple of others. I can't remember off the top of my head now. Well done on over 350. Thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate that. And thank you as well for your hard work as a moderator and your continued support. I appreciate that. Alex Higgins was a bit crazy. He was, bless him. I was a grave digger for 40 years. Jason, I know that actually does very well. I've got a friend, my mate Mickey, who does paranormal stuff. He's just started doing work as a grave digger. He loves it. Do you know what, though? I can imagine that's such a great job because I love being out in nature. I can't be doing with office work. I cannot, as you can see, I can't sit still, right? So sitting in an office drives me crazy. But yeah, being out in nature, and I don't mind the wet. I like, especially being in the cemetery on a cold, wet, damp morning. I was in 1, 2, 3 yesterday. As you'll see this week in the videos, getting wet, as you always in the summer. Love the beard mustache, not an old man. Me? Were we talking about me or someone else? Hi, Paul. How are you? I'm very well, thank you, Louise. Right. Would you display your merch behind you the next time you go live? I've literally only got one of my own t-shirts. I haven't bought any of my own merch. That's all I've got. I do have hoodies, which I had to pay a lot of money for, but I sent them out to where Lee is in Northern Ireland and got them embroidered. To sell those, it would cost a fortune because I'd have to pay to order. And then that would obviously go on to you guys, which would be unfair. But to order the hoodie, to send it to Northern Ireland, to have it embroidered, to have it sent back to me, and then to send it to you, and then for me to make any profit at all in terms of time, it would just be an extortionate cost to you guys. So I would never do that. But if Sapper's going to get in contact with me about a potential supplier that does them, and if I do a better deal, because the one that's on YouTube, they do good quality stuff, but it's just, they're just making all the profit off of unusual things. Paul, I didn't realise it was mentioned. That's all right, mate. No, don't worry. I had seen an old one you did. I was surprised I had missed it. That's okay. My first entrance theme. Yeah, that was rock music, wasn't it? I used to like that. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch my very first one was Sir Alec Guinness. I was a bit more then. had a bit less hair. Went to Turkey, you know. So yeah, that's 3 years ago now. Hi, Paul. Did you decide what to do about the Facebook page? Yes, Lisa. Good question. I'm going to ask that now. I'm glad you reminded me because it was in my brain. Now, can I put a poll on here? I can't, can I? No. Right, guys. I put this on Facebook the other day because obviously we had the Facebook group. And then because of some issues I was having, I went across to a Facebook page because I thought it'd be easier for me to manage. However, there's not as much interaction on the page. And I feel that's a little bit unfair to you guys because I know that you guys used to like to talk to each other and blah, 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 blah. Obviously, at one point there was a few people there that was getting a little bit clicky and a little bit rude comments and stuff. And I didn't like that. So I removed those people. However, I am thinking of going back to the group. So it enables you guys to sort of like talk amongst yourselves because I know I can't always get in there and I'm sure you appreciate it. Like you guys, you know, I've got a busy life as well as you all have, and I really do appreciate that. But I know that people like to go in there and chat amongst themselves, etc. So are you happy, for those of you that are in it, to stay with the Facebook page, or do you want me to get the group back open? I can do that tonight because I haven't fully closed the group. It's just sort of like hidden, if that makes sense. Some of you are still part of it, but I haven't commented in it for a long time because I wanted to ask this question. I wanted to give the page some time to see how it went. And I don't think it's going as well as it could have done, or as well as I imagined. So let me know, right? If you prefer the group, then write that down. If you prefer the page, then of course, let me know. Love hoodies in the winter. Yeah, do you know what? I love my hoodie, my Unusual Things. I don't know where it is, actually. It's around somewhere. Sorry if I've missed people's comments. I was just talking then about whatever I was talking about. Paul, sign your shirt for me. £100. Massive fan of your channel and what you do. What, you want me to sign this for £100 and send it to you? I've got your bank details. I'll message you address. Or do you want me to send you a new one? If you want this one for £100, you know, everyone's got a car. Everyone's got a price. Yeah, just message me, Ricky. Just give us a shout, mate. Can I sound like a tart? Right. Good evening. Love Mark and Karen. Keep the videos coming. Good evening, Mark and Karen. Thank you. Where are we? Have you ever thought going to the USA? Yeah, Daryl, I have answered that. So I won't repeat it because the people have just heard me sort of talk about it. But if you want to go back and watch the video again later, you'll see my answer to that. But thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Are you on TikTok, Paul? Yes, Jody. 1 million times, apparently, because people keep stealing my content and making money from me because I've got 2 TikToks, okay? One which is an Unusual Things one, and one of me, because we all need to be a little bit of a dick in real life sometimes, don't we? So my personal one, where I'm just being a dick, messing around and all that sort of stuff. And then my Unusual Things one, which is unusual_things 666, I think. However, there are ones which have got Mr. Wadgy, or whatever his name is, and they call it Famous Graves, and they've used my picture as a profile picture. And I've contacted who have I contacted? TikTok, and they've just been absolutely useless. So I was going to make a video about how useless TikTok are for stopping people copyrighting your nicking your material. Because the minute I put a new video up on a Sunday on YouTube, before it's had any views, well, after it's had a few views, but it's up on TikTok already. So these mother hubbards are stealing my content, making money from me after I'm the one getting up, driving. And so all I ask, guys, is even if it's someone you don't know in my video, just put play on and walk out the room if you want, but just try and watch or get a view on it for me before these people steal the content. Because if it gets to a point where I'm not making anything out of it, then I won't be able to afford to do it. So it's really important that I try to stop these people, and I am, but I'm just fighting a losing battle at the moment. It's so difficult. Group, don't have Facebook. People usually ask for the shirt for £1,000. Hey, we're going into a bidding war now. It's like Storage Wars. Thank you, Jason. Have you thought any more about meet and greet? Yes, Debbie answered that earlier. I'm going to try and sort that out soon. Thank you, Bernice. Yeah, lots of you have got in contact with me reporting it, and I do appreciate it. While watching this, the shadow man who's haunted me for years just walked past the hallway door. That's not very nice of him, Rob. Tell him he should be watching this. He shouldn't be outside. No, it's not good. I've done loads of investigations over the years in haunted houses, and it's some people have to live with some real nasty energy. It's not good, but it's one of those things, and it's like over the years filming Unusual Things, where was your favorite place and why? Good question, Andrew. Favorite place, do you know what, I loved Whitby recently. I absolutely fell in love with that place. I just like the small town sort of. I live in Portsmouth, busy city, most densely populated after London, floating island, basically. Don't get me wrong, I love Portsmouth, got the beach here and all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. But there's too many people. And as I said earlier, I have ADHD. So too many people for me is, I don't like it. So, yeah, Whitby, even though I went to Goth Weekend, which was busy, I sort of overcompensated for it by looking around at all the different people's amazing clothes that they wore. They looked awesome. And for me, goth girls just can't do no wrong. If I see loads of goth women everywhere, I'm like, well done, ladies. But no, Whitby was such a beautiful place. It really was. And it just had that sort of like old England sort of feel to it, you know. It was great and I loved it. So yeah, Whitby, probably my favorite place that I visited whilst doing this work. Definitely. People need to make their own content and not say, yeah, I know, Sophie, they're thieving little scumbags. I know you can disable video downloads on TikTok if that helps. It stops others being able to download them. Yeah, but what they're doing, Lisa, is they're stealing them from my YouTube. So they're like filming my YouTube like that, and then distorting my voice slightly. So it's I know I don't sound too good all the time, but and then they're putting it on their TikTok. But if you flick through, you'll see about 3 or 4 channels just all stealing my stuff. I totally agree with what you say about Portsmouth. I used to live there, now in Porchester. Jody, my dad lives in Porchester. Quite often find me up there with my dad in, what's his local? Can't remember now. Is it, why do I want to say Titchfield Mill? No, that's not it, is it? The Wicker, is it? Is that in Portsgrove? Porchester? I think so. Can't remember now. Well, TK Maxx has Halloween stuff. Oh, I know. I'm in there already. Portsmouth is a big place. I went down to see Nelson Ship once. It is a big place, Time Lord, but it's so densely populated at the moment. I'm getting like, where's the lottery win? Let me move. I'd be quite happy in the countryside somewhere, just on the outskirts of Portsmouth. I love being near the sea. I absolutely love being near the sea, but I also like remoteness. I'm not very good with crowds. Hi, Paul. Ever thought of having a national theatre tour? Oh, wow. Imagine that, Stephen. I'd have one person per venue. I don't know. I don't think that my channel's big enough to be able to sell the tickets. What would I talk about on stage for hours on end? I've got a terrible memory. I'd have to have like little notes. Where was your favourite cemetery? I can't remember, but I remember this about it. Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue sitting there talking to people like this. That would not bother me one iota. I'd rather do that. I'd rather sit in an audience. When I used to work in radio, I used to do outside broadcasts. Happily do an outside broadcast in front of 3,000 people. No problem at all being on stage. One-to-one, I'm like, what? This is awkward. Don't like it. Yeah, so Paul, have I been blocked on the Facebook page? I don't think so, Cheryl. Not as far as I'm aware. I don't think anyone's been blocked on the Facebook page. Hi, Paul. What surprised me most? Hang on. The leaves you visit never. Oh, do you mean the graves I visit never have flowers on? Yeah, what you got to remember though, Darryl, a lot of people say this to me, and the way I answer this, and it's true, is that graves won't have flowers on them all the time. So say I go and visit a famous person's grave and there's no flowers, and people do say to me, well, there's no flowers on there. What might have happened is like a family member might have come 4 days ago and put flowers down, and then they may have died. So the groundsman would have just removed them. So every time I go to a grave, there's a high probability that if no one is if someone is putting flowers down, that I wouldn't arrive at the time that they're still there and fresh, if that makes sense, because groundspeople remove them very, I've noticed this whilst I've been walking around. They move them so quickly. They're on there for 2 days, 3 days sometimes, then they're gone. They clear the area. So it's one of those things that it's always difficult to sort of answer people, but you just have to sort of think along those lines that, oh, crikey, yeah, the grounds, people may have had flowers on their graves, but the groundsman may have removed them. Just donated 5. Oh, thank you, Martin. Really appreciate it. So very kind of you. Thank you so much. Hauntex TV, my good friend Ali. Hey up, Paul. Hope all is well. Just finishing up on our evening jog. Thought I would come and say hello on Unusual Things. Right, guys, if you love paranormal stuff, go to Hauntex TV. It's my good friend Ali. I do apologise, Ali. I've forgotten your lady's name. He's going to shoot me later. He's going to ring me. But Ali's got a hench lately. He's been training, man. He's going to grab me. But Ali is also an amazing medium. I don't know if he still does mediumship work, but he gave me a reading once. And oh my days, he was spot on. Do you still do readings, Ali? If you do, I'll be ringing you up soon. But yeah, great paranormal channel, great paranormal people. I don't know, those of you that haven't worked in any paranormal industry, it can be so bitchy sometimes. It can be so backstabby and so cringy. But every now and again, you'll find these diamonds in the rough. Ali and his good lady, genuine paranormal, same as Mickey York, genuine paranormal investigators, lovely people, will have you back all day long. So guys, please go and have a look at Hauntex TV and Mickey York as well, another great paranormal investigator. Lovely people. And I'm hopefully we're going to do a joint investigation. I might go on their channel if they invite me, because I don't do paranormal stuff on here, but I'd love to. And then yeah, you guys can come and watch that on there. You can watch them stick me in a dark room and me be scared. Yes, so where were we? Thanks, Ali. Appreciate that, mate. Hi, David. Hope you're well. Les Dawson. Yeah, I've done his. Oh, sorry. Les Dawson saw Sid James' ghost at the Sunderland Empire. Yeah, I heard that once. That freaked me out then. Look, the curtain moving, my green curtains. Like, ooh. Yeah, I heard that as well, that he saw that. We've got any more questions? Have I missed any? Sorry, guys. I'm flipping through and I'm trying to answer questions and talk about them to give you in-depth answers, as I like to do. Where are we? Let me come down. Bless you, mate. Sadie's her name. Sorry, Sadie. Ali and Sadie, yeah. Cheers for the shout, buddy. I don't do my readings professionally anymore, sadly. But still connect, of course, on our investigations. There you go. So Ali, like I say, great medium, great paranormal investigator. Him and Sadie, go and watch Hauntex TV because they're brilliant. He has got, well, Ali won't mind me saying this because I give him stick every year. He's got a broad Scottish accent, which doesn't sound anything like what I've just done. But he's the most loveliest guys. And yeah. But hi, Taib. How you doing, mate? So Ali and Sadie, go check out Hauntex TV. Taib, how are you? Taib, you're the one that badgers me all the time to do a live, and you finally made it. Just towards the end, you sneaked in that Friday night. You waiting to go out, are you? Yeah. I am aware it is a Friday night. It's 8:30. So if anyone's wanting to leave, please don't feel obligated to stay here. I'm just going to answer some more questions for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll call it a day. Oh, wow. Thank you, Katie. That's so very kind of you. I do appreciate that. As always, I appreciate it from everyone. Paul, have you been to the Portsmouth Temple of Spiritualism? Yes, Sandra, I have. Many years ago. Like I say, I'm not a religious person, but because I used to sit in a lot of mediumship circles, and a lot of spiritual stuff and things like that, I used to go along. But I used to go purely for the spiritual side. I'm not a religious person. I respect people's beliefs, of course, but me personally, it's just not me. But I'm very spiritual. I'm very about energy and all that sort of stuff. Bit of an old hippie, I think, at heart. Hi, how's the Airbnb going, mate? It's a great channel. The gym because we were yeah, David, it's going great, thank you. I've had a bit of a break from it. I did mention it earlier on, but I will be getting back to it soon. But yeah, just having a little bit of a break because I've been running myself into the ground, to be honest. I've met myself on the way out, coming back, I'll tell you. Sam, hi Paul, hope you're well, enjoy your channel. Thank you very much. But hey, we will look into some locations down your end and be in touch for a collaboration with yourself and Mickey. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm Avio, you mentioned on the Paranormal Monkey podcast. I did. Thank you. You're so kind, Ali. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, go and check that channel out, guys, if you love your paranormal stuff. And Mickey York as well. Okay, definitely. That's about Miki. Here he is. Smash the likes up. Taib in the house. You always know things are going to go down when Taib turns up. There's going to be trouble. Hi, Paul. I didn't realize you were live. I'm just about alive. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, I'm here. Yep. Look after yourself, Ali, Sadie. Take care, guys. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Helen. Helen's just dropped in my other channel, Airbnb Reviewer. If you literally go into, oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't put that one up. Yeah, if you just type in the little @ Airbnb Reviewer. Now, what I'd like you guys to do as well is one thing that I do. I mentioned this in my most recent video. Stop showing the behind the curtain scenes. Don't know what you might see behind there. Distracted. Right, yes. What I mentioned on the video, which is coming out this week or next week, I think, is that a lot of you people have been brilliant in terms of when you've gone to see your family's graves and you've said to me, oh, so-and-so is buried over here, or do you know about that person? If that's something that's near you, if there's someone not necessarily famous, but if they are famous, brilliant, or if they've got a great story that's a victim of crime, I don't mean that as in a great story, but I mean as in if their story's been forgotten about and it needs to be re-brought back to the public's eye, then get in contact with me. And if it's something that I think would be suited for the channel, then of course I will look into it and then obviously go on and do that as well. Samantha, hi, from Gibraltar. Hi, Samantha. How's Gibraltar? I've never been to Gibraltar. I've always fancied going there, actually. It looks really nice. Is it like a British way of life, but with a Spanish laid back sort of attitude? Is that how it works out there, Samantha? That's how it always looks to me. But I don't know. I've never been. Looks like a pretty cool place. Who else have we got from far away destinations this evening? Thank you, Louise. See you soon. Thanks for dropping in. I know we've had some people from America so far. We've had some from Ireland. We've had, of course, Gibraltar. It's good to have a break. Yeah, Kirsty, very much needed. My friend today, a cold brush of his body in a church. Yeah, that could be anything, Esther. You never know. Paul, all right, mate. Ronnie Outdoors. A graft hit the like for you. Thank you so much, Ronnie. Go and follow Ronnie as well, everyone. Great guy. Ronnie Outdoors. Here he is. Oh, no, that's Grumpy Sapper. He's in Dubai. Hang on. You jumped up then. There's Grumpy Sapper. Where's Ronnie? There he is. What a handsome man he is. Look. Go and follow Ronnie. He's a great guy. Good friend of the show. And a good friend to have as well. And always kicks your ass on PlayStation. That's why I don't play him, because he just beats me all the time. Some rubbish. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you here. Missed the live. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that. You haven't missed it all the way through. You've come in on the last 10 minutes or so. Here he is. Who else we got? I'm watching from Morocco. Oh, wow. Very nice. Chesterfield. Yeah, Chesterfield. I haven't been there for a while. Take care for now. Have a great weekend. You too, Annie Mac. Take care. Sid told something that only he knew. Yeah, I read that as well, Alexa, about the Les Dawson thing, about Sid James something. Did you get a new pair of glasses? No, these are my standard at home Eric Morecambe's, you know. These are my ones where I want to look posh, but you get a light reflection. These are my Ralph Lauren's, but you get too much of a light reflection of them, so I don't wear them. But they're they're my little babies. So I wear my Jack Duckworth sort of ones when I'm at home reading things and whatever. What are you doing at the weekend, Paul? Do you know what? I don't know, to be honest with you. I went out filming yesterday, so I was up very early yesterday. I might go for a run tomorrow if I'm up to it. I've been injured recently and I've been a little bit unwell. So if I'm feeling 100% tomorrow, I will go out and have a run. Or I haven't been to the gym for about 2 months. I'm hating it because I've had an injury. So yeah, I need to get my backside. I've lost weight. I'm like, well, I say I've lost weight. I've lost weight up here, but I've put it on in the tummy region. How about Nurse Edith Cavell, shot in World War One? She helped soldiers. She's buried by the side of Norwich Cathedral. Yeah, Derek, if I'm up in Norwich at any time, then yeah, I would definitely have her on the list as well. That's why I spaced my name out just for you. Oh, okay. Get well soon, Paul. Thank you, Taib. I'm on the mend. I'm getting there, mate. Miles away, Farnborough. Farnborough's not that far away. I was out there recently, I think. Very nice to suit you, Paul. Thank you, Helen. It's very kind of you. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Did you plan to come to France one of these days to make a video about an old French cemetery in Brittany, for example? Stay safe. God bless us. Yeah, I will do, Dennis. I want to go to France. Start again. I want to go to France anyway because I want to go to Paris. I want to do Jim Morrison's and all the other amazing people in that cemetery. Not all of them, but the majority of them. So yeah, I will go to France. Where's my signed pics, Paul? I haven't sent any signed pics. I've still got the pics here, actually. I used to send them out ages ago, people. But I just feel like such a dork doing it. Check me out in the cemetery. Hey. Oh, look how slim I was there. That was like, because it's got a green screen behind me, so the green bit's getting a bit wonky. That was 2 years ago. My barber took that photo for me. He cut my hair, and he took me to because he's studying photography. And he took me to the cemetery and went, take some photos of you for your promo stuff. So I did loads of promo stuff and then never promoted himself. ADHD for you. Yeah. That's what happens. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. Yeah, you come up to HorrorCon. Yeah, I did, Andy. Yeah, I love the HorrorCon. That's really cool. How's the trip to America going so far? You getting close? No, not if I'm honest, Maria. It's I tried to hit a target of 9,000. The reason that people say it's a lot, it is a lot. But I wanted to fly to America for 2 weeks or so, do a lot of driving, internal flights, drive, blah 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 blah. Hotels, it was going to cost an absolute bomb. And at the moment, it's just sat on just over 1,000, I think. So yeah, we're not anywhere near that target yet. But if you go back and watch the earlier part of the video, I do talk about that. Thank you, Vamp. My personality, if I still got one, it's there somewhere. I bet you would love to go to Switzerland. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin, Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, definitely. Oh, bye, David. Take care, mate. Look after yourself. You got no meat on your bones now. I know. I haven't been to the gym for 2 months, and what muscle I did have's gone. And then I started. So yeah, I got to get myself training again. Christmas. I saw a picture of myself the other day at Christmas. I was like, top off. Hey, yeah. Now, rag and bone man. Well, what are we on about now? Right. Stop talking about that. Right. Bye, Sophie. Thank you. Looking a bit chubby there. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Grumpy Sapper. Right. I think we should knock it on the end there because I've done 1 hour and 13. I've got nothing else to say. How did the crow tattoo come out? Didn't get to see it. Which one? That one? Come out. Cool. You can't see it because it's got a green screen behind me. Yeah, come out really well, actually. How weird does that look? It's like it goes straight through it, doesn't it? But yeah, there are pictures of me somewhere with it on, but it's really cool. I love it. Oh, that one you're on about. I had that one done last September, I think. Then this one done this year. Right. Oh, yeah, I know, Sapper. Always, mate. Always. Winchester's an awesome cathedral. Yes, it is. Right. Everyone, I'm going to love you and leave you there. It's 8:45 on a Friday night. You guys have all got stuff. Thank you, Helen. Your life stuff to do. I really appreciate you coming on. Thank you to everyone who's left a donation this evening. I really appreciate that. It really does help. Believe me, it really does. Whether it's for if I'm staying at a hotel, whether it's for fuel, for food, coffee, whatever, anything and everything is so gratefully received, guys. And thank you, as always, for watching. Yes, I will do more lives. I'm going to kick myself up the arse. I'm going to do one maybe every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. 2 weeks, you probably get bored of me talking about the same stuff. Maybe every 3 weeks, yeah? I'll do one every 3 weeks. And come on. Because now I've got my middle bedroom sorted. I'm not downstairs in my living room anymore. because I used to have, and now I've got a green screen there and all the rest of it. And but thank you so much. Have a great weekend. New video Sunday. I hope you guys like it. It's a bit different. I've changed the format a little bit. No more reading out wiki stuff, because I used to get so much shit for that. But I don't know knowledge on people. I have to read it from somewhere. So I changed the format a bit. I'm not giving out as much details now, but I'm giving relevant points. And I'm just talking more about where I am, etc. So have a look Sunday. Let me know what you think when you see it, won't you? So thank you as always, guys. So I was just reading the last final messages there. Have a great weekend. Sunday, 7 o'clock. Yeah, come and join me there. Thank you as always for the continued support. I really appreciate it. And God bless you all. If you are religious, just bless you if you're not. And whatever religion you are, bless you, however you bless each other. Right, I'll see you all soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye. It's always the awkward bit. I never know how to end this. Am I still here? End it. Stay in the studio.